Sai Ram. In his divine discourse on the 7th of October 1986, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our dear Swami, speaks about three kinds of actions that we perform. The first are the Satwic actions. As the name and the term suggests, Satwic, these are pure actions. They are done selflessly. There is no selfish intent or motive. There is no egoism involved in this. And mostly they are done with the sole objective of pleasing God. And that is why these actions do not carry any negative karma, any bad reaction to us in this birth or in the future births. In fact, doing Satwic actions is the closest one can come to going to a stage where one is karma free, going beyond karma. And that is why we should all strive to perform Satwic actions. The second kind of actions are the Rajasic actions. Rajas stands for passion, ambition, a lot of desire, and therefore these are selfish actions that are done in order to achieve glory, achieve money, achieve influence, whatever, to fulfill our desires. These actions are not as good as Satwic actions, but they are still better than the third kind of actions, which are Tamasic actions, dark actions, black actions. These are the ultimate selfish kinds of actions, and they are done with the goal of hurting others, causing pain to others. And it is not just the action which causes pain to others, even the intention taints the action like that. Sometimes an action might be appearing to be very good, but if the intention there, why you are doing that action, is evil, is in order to hurt others and not help others, it becomes a tamasic action. And many times, because we suffer from the 6 vices, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, desire, anger, greed, lust, envy and pride, because of this we perform even tamasic actions. Tamasic actions and rajasic actions can lead to negative results for us. Tamasic definitely brings negative results for us. Rajasic actions sometimes bring negative results and bad results to us. And therefore, how do we escape the clutches of specifically the tamasic actions and also to a large extent the rajasic actions? For that, the scriptures prescribe the 5 yagnas. They are called the Pancha Maha Yajnas. What are these 5 yagnas? Yagnas are often understood as fire sacrifices, ritualistic fire sacrifices, and the 5 yagnas, the 5 Maha Yajnas are Deva yagna, Pitu yagna, Bhuta yagna, Manusha yagna and Rishi yagna. While the ritual aspect of these yagnas, which is the fire sacrifice, is very good and has many benefits. In fact, there is a video that I had done on why we do yagnas and the significance of the yagnas. It was a candid video, a spontaneous video that I shot on top of a mountain, and you can have a look at that at this link above. But then Swami says that these Pancha Maha Yajnas are much subtler, they go deeper. The first of the Pancha Maha Yajnas is the Deva yagna. Deva means God or deity. See, in the Bharatiya culture, in the Sanatana Dharma, the different energies and powers that we can never totally comprehend, these different aspects and facets were given different names and forms. That's how so many gods, devas and devatas have come into existence. For example, Swami says, consider the human body. Chandrama manaso jataha chaksho suryo ajayata mukhadindraschagnischa prana dvayurajayata. That's what our Vedas say. It says that the mind is having the presiding deity as the moon. The eyes are functioning because of the sun, the light. The face is attributed to Indra. The prana vayu, the breath we take in, is to a god called Vayu. Similarly, Varuna for water. All these deities are ensuring that our body is functioning perfectly. We should express our gratitude to them, right? And how do we express gratitude and love? Through sacrifice. Sacrifice and gratitude are the key aspects of these yagnas. So practically, how do we do this? Swami explains in that discourse, by treating the body properly with reverence and respect. God is there. So we do not feed the body with junk. Keep away from bad habits like smoking, drinking, food which will harm the body. When we revere the body as God, will we do all this? That apart, don't misuse the body and the body organs. Swami says, don't see what is evil, see always what is good. Don't hear what is evil, hear always what is good. Don't speak what is evil, speak always what is good. Don't think what is evil, think always that which is good. Don't do anything that is evil, do only that which is good. That is why Swami would say, eat Satwic food. Only the avatar doesn't depend. It reminds me of an incident. Dr. Narendranath Reddy, the chairperson of the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, his father had got an opportunity to dine with Swami. And while dining with Swami, he saw that Swami was eating barely anything, very little. So he commented, he said, Swami, you hardly eat anything. It is evident that you are sustained by the 5 elements themselves. You don't have to eat food like us. That's what he meant to say. Swami immediately corrected him. Swami said, no, I am not sustained by the 5 elements. The 5 elements are sustained by me. Wow. That is true for the avatar. But for all of us, we need these 5 elements to sustain the body, and we should imbibe them in the purest form possible and offer our salutations to all the different deities, presiding deities of different organs and organ systems of our human body. This is Deva Yagna. The second is the Pitu Yagna. Pitu stands for one's parents and forefathers. In the discourse, Swami mentions that primarily one should revere one's parents. Matru Devo Bhava, mother is God. Pitru Devo Bhava, father is God. Swami says that Jantunam Narajanma Durlabham. Among all the creatures in this universe, to get a human birth, a human body is rarest, because it's only a human birth that allows us to explore who am I and achieve the highest. And therefore, we should be grateful for those beings who have offered us this human body, which is our parents. And Swami says that when you serve your mother and father, it is equivalent to serving God. I had a personal experience related to this during one of the summer vacations when I did not get the chance to accompany Swami to Kodaikanal. I always wanted to go with Swami to Kodaikanal because you get so much time to spend with Swami. I didn't get that opportunity, and so I went back to my home, to my parents in Mumbai. And there, I remembered what Swami had said, that father and mother are God. On one occasion, when my mother's legs were aching and she said, can you massage my feet and legs? I said, yes, I will do it. Suddenly I remembered this and I said, Swami, I am massaging your legs. I am doing Pada Seva to you. And I kept pressing my mother's feet, thinking that I am doing this for Swami. I kept thinking and offering it to Swami. And my mother told me that you can stand and stamp my feet and legs, because you need not strain your hands. But because now I was in my imagination thinking of Swami, how can I stamp? I said, no, my mother, I will do it. I will do it with my hands. I did this. I got this opportunity for about 2 or 3 times during that vacation when my mother said her feet were aching. Can you believe it, dear brothers and sisters? After that, when we returned after the vacation, not actually after the vacation, in middle, Swami would be in Vrindavan and we would get Trai sessions inside his residence of Trai Vrindavan. Swami would sit on the Jhula. 3 occasions I got the chance to sit right at his feet, and Swami permitted me to do Pada Seva, pressing his divine feet for almost 30 to 35 minutes. And that time I remembered, oh, this is the reward Swami is giving for having served my mother like that. That is the power of this Pitu Yagna. In fact, so beautiful was that experience of Pada Seva. In order to share that with all of you so that you too can experience that Pada Seva yourself, here is this experiential video. It's not a narration, it's a meditation that you can indulge in. It's at this link above. Do have a visit to that and enjoy Swami's Pada Seva. Swami would say that the mother, the womb of the mother is the Brahma Loka, is the sight of all creation, and therefore you have to revere mother as God. And by extension, how did our mother and father come into existence? Because of our forefathers. And therefore, in extension, we also revere and worship and offer our gratitude to all the forefathers. And what is the best form of offering this gratitude? Swami would say, you troubled your mother for 9 months, staying in her womb and causing her so much of pain. Make a vow that never again you will occupy another womb. That is the way you pay gratitude. That is the ultimate Pitru Yagna. That is to never be born again, which means to achieve moksha, enlightenment in this very birth itself. But then, practically, Pitru Yagna is to daily offer gratitude to parents as well as our forefathers, and this gratitude offering involves sacrifice on our part. The third is the Bhuta Yagna. Bhuta Yagna is the yagna that we offer to all the living beings and creatures, nature, everything that exists in this world. You know, there was this video that I had made on what we should do when pests come in our home, and Swami has given advice on that, which is there at this link above. Having viewed that video, many people asked about the video for these Pancha Maha Yajnas, and therefore this is where Bhuta Yagna comes. Swami says, unknowingly or even to protect ourselves, we cause harm to many creatures, big and small. First of all, we must try to avoid causing harm to all the creatures, but sometimes, as I said, when pests come home or other times unconsciously we stamp an ant, we kill. And therefore, in order to compensate for that, we do Bhuta Yagnas, wherein we go out of our way to express kindness towards creation, keep water in summer for the thirsting birds, feed a hungry dog, feed a cow, take care of animals, stray animals, sick animals. Then God Himself receives this service. I am reminded of the experience of Mrs. Tarkhad, which is recorded in the Sathya Sai Satcharitra. Mrs. Tarkhad one day is cooking food at a home in Shirdi, and when she is about to serve the guests, she sees a dog that is hungry and crying out, wailing along with the barking, and therefore she throws a few chapatis. The dog eats it heartily and goes away, and then she goes about her business of serving her guests. In the evening, when she is with Baba in the masjid, not just she, everybody else is there in the masjid, Baba singles out her and says, "Thank you, mother, for having fed me so well. All my vital airs, all my pranas are well satiated and happy. I never tell a lie in this masjid, and I am expressing my deepest gratitude to you for having fed me." And she says, "Baba, when did I feed you? You know, I depend on others for my own food. That is how I cook and give. But when did I feed you?" And then Baba tells her that you fed me very sumptuously. And that is when Mrs. Tarkhad realizes that D-O-G, dog, is actually G-O-D, God. So that is Bhuta Yagna. We depend on all the creatures around us. In fact, you know, I am reminded of the little bees. Whenever there's a beehive in the colony, we try to exterminate and kill the bees. We don't realize that the whole earth will come to a standstill if there are no bees. The bees are so important for our survival. In fact, every species of animal has some importance. Animal, bird, plants have some importance for the earth. The only species that is there for its own redemption is mankind. If all the humans were to disappear, the earth will function on its own. But human beings are the crest jewel of all creation, because only the human has the ability to realize that divinity within, and that is why it is okay. God allows and creates man. But we should remember this and express our gratitude and make sacrifices for all the creatures. One point over here. When I say we express gratitude to all these living beings, it is to all without any discrimination. It doesn't make sense that I care for a puppy on the road, I take up and fight for an injured cat on the balcony, but then I mutton and kill other animals. Why doesn't my love flow equally to the poor hen, to the poor chicken, to the poor goat, to the poor cow that is being slaughtered, as much as it goes to the poor maybe monkey or the poor dog or the poor cat or the puppy or the kitten? Some might question, what about plants? We are hurting the plants also as well, right? We are cutting and killing the plants when we eat plants. So vegetarian is as bad as non-vegetarian. This is the point that is brought up. I just want to clarify here that scientifically also, plants don't have a central nervous system, and therefore plucking a leaf or plucking a fruit doesn't cause them pain like it causes when you pluck a finger or pluck a hand or break the wing of an animal or a creature. There is pain involved here. Help ever, hurt never. Paropakaraya punyaya papaya parapidanam. Ashtadasha Puraneshu Vyasasya Vachanadvayam. Having summarized the 18 Puranas, Veda Vyasa, sage Veda Vyasa, Swami says, arrived at the core of the teaching of all the Puranas, which is help ever, hurt never. And therefore, this is the most important takeaway from the Bhuta Yagna. The fourth comes the Manusha Yagna, and it's understood Manusha is mankind. This is service to the fellow human being. Service to man is service to God. Manava Seva is Madhava Seva, Jana Seva is Janardana Seva, Nara Seva is Narayana Seva, Grama Seva is Rama Seva. So many ways Swami exhorts us to serve our fellow beings. In fact, I remember the beautiful experience of Vijaya Auntie and how Swami blessed her immensely for her selfless service to her fellow human beings. That's a long and beautiful story in itself, sure to bring tears in your eyes. I promise you. Watch it at this link above at your leisure. I remember also during one of the major birthdays in Prashanti Nilayam, when a drainage had got clogged, there was a Sevadal volunteer who understood the pain that this clogged drain was causing to so many people, the stench that was emanating and how many people were suffering. Without thinking for a second, he took out his shirt and dived into the drain and cleaned all that mess. And he came out and he just slid back into the crowd. Nobody even identified, recognized him or gave him any award. But a couple of days later, when Swami was blessing all the volunteers, Swami singled out this volunteer, materialized a gold ring for him, and then said that he will have no more births. Dear brothers and sisters, one genuine selfless act of service without thinking of any benefit for ourselves and doing it spontaneously is possibly enough to get the ultimate moksha for us. That is the power of Manusha Yagna. Let us indulge in this Manusha Yagna on a daily basis. Random acts of kindness, helping a stranger, and this help need not be only physical. In fact, Swami has said that even if you are bedridden, not able to do anything, just closing your eyes and with all your heart saying, Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu, may all the beings in this world be happy, may all the worlds be happy, that prayer itself is a great seva. And this is the Manusha Yagna. The fifth and final of these Mahayagnas is the Rishi Yagna, or also the Brahma Yagna. These are the two names given to this Yagna, wherein we offer our gratitude to the scriptures and to the gurus who lead us towards God. See, the ultimate goal of human life is to reach God. Swami says the mother points out the father points out the guru, and the guru points out God. All these are necessary to find fulfillment in human life. That is the crowning moment for human life, to achieve God. And therefore, we must express our deepest gratitude to the scriptures and to the teachers who take us towards God. And how do we express this gratitude? By following what the scriptures say, by following what the teachers say. And following that requires us to give up so many of the other things which our senses and mind crave for. So, sacrifice the cravings of the senses and the mind so that we can follow the teachings of the scriptures and the gurus. This is Rishi Yagna or Brahma Yagna. How blessed are we, dear brothers and sisters, that we have the Guru Nam Guru, the Guru among all Gurus, the greatest Sadguru, our beloved Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. He is not just the Guru Nam Guru, he is the Jagat Guru. These are the 5 yagnas, the Pancha Maha Yajnas that we have to do on a daily basis in order to atone for the Rajasic and Tamasic karmas that we do. And when we do these yagnas on a daily basis, a time will come when we will evolve, when that jnanodaya will happen, when that enlightenment will come, and we will go beyond action. Because as Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, the jnani or the one who has knowledge is equivalent to me, Krishna says. A jnani is equal to God. Because there is no ignorance, there is no more karma. And that is the stage that we will all achieve when we follow sincerely the Pancha Maha Yajnas. As I said in the beginning, the yagna is a ritual sacrifice. Yes, the ritual is very important. But if we forget the spirit behind the ritual, then the ritual becomes meaningless. It is the spirit behind the ritual that makes it spiritual. We may do Atirudra Mahayagna, but if my actions are filled with selfishness and I am scheming and I am plotting and I am thinking how to harm somebody, how to bring down somebody, how to break up something else, indulging in tamasic karmas, then even an Atirudra Mahayagna will not help. Instead, let us perform these 5 Mahayagnas on a daily basis. Deva Yagna, the Pitru Yagna, the Bhuta Yagna, the Manusha Yagna, and the Rishi Yagna. Dear Swami, as we perform these yagnas on a daily basis, be there as the Yagna Purusha to bless us with salvation and moksha. May the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.